was 25 years old, I witnessed a C-list celebrity make a comment that was so irksome it has stayed with me ever since. At the time, I was living in Oak Park, Illinois, and I had been fired from my corporate job. Not laid off, that would happen later. I was fired. If you know anything about Oak Park, Illinois, you probably know that this was the location of the home and studio of the most famous American architect, Frank Lloyd Wright. Now, I lived right next to one of his famous buildings, Unity Temple, an example of prairie-style architecture. I don't know how much money it cost to go into Unity Temple, but I had never been because it cost money and because at the time I was unemployed. But one day someone was coming to town, and that was radio host and C-list celebrity Garrison Keillor, host of the famous radio program Prairie Home Companion. And the tickets to see Garrison Keillor were cheaper than the entry price of going in to see Unity Temple. So me being unemployed and having time during the day, I decided I was going to buy tickets with all the oldsters to go see Garrison Keillor at Unity Temple. As he was regaling the audience with homespun Midwestern stories of Lake Wobegon, where all the women are strong, all the men are good looking, and all the children are above average, he started talking about his grandkids and how much he enjoyed spending time with them. They too were in their 20s, like I was, really in the thick of the quarter-life crisis, and I will remind you, unemployed. And at one point, Garrison said to the entire audience that he enjoyed spending time with them because their lives were chaotic. And all the oldsters had a good chortle at that, and I wanted to stand up and look around at them and say, you know what? It's not funny. It's not funny when you are in the middle of it, okay? Now, what does this have to do with anything? Because I'm Christine from Brightfin, and I mostly talk about personal finance. Well, let me tell you, I think this is what financial planning gets wrong about people in their 20s, and this is why they're missing a whole market of people who really need better solutions. When is the best time to seek out financial advice or planning services? It's when you are making a good amount of money. It's when you're getting married or buying a house or having kids. All of these life goals that are receding further and further into the distance for many people in their 20s. The implied message from Big Finance is something like, come and see us when your life is less chaotic, and until then, you're on your own. Which just leaves a lot of young people feeling woebegone. But I think we can do better than that. We can do better than that for the young middle class in Minnesota or anywhere else. That's why we're building social finance for middle earners rich in time. If you are young and middle class, follow me. Let's figure it out. And at the end, he made everyone sing Home on the Range with the deer and the antelope. I'm pretty sure there aren't antelope in Minnesota.